Welcome everyone to another deep dive. Today we're diving into something pretty much everyone loves, right? Food. And more specifically, how you can feel, really confident ordering your meal. When you're eating out, we've put together some really helpful stuff here, like a friendly guide, sort of, to walk you through every little step.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Our goal today, our mission, well, it's simple. We want you to feel super confident, really comfortable when you're looking at a menu or talking to the server to get exactly what you fancy eating or drinking. So for this deep dive, we're going to take it really slow, step by step, explain everything nice and clearly, like we're learning something totally new right from the start. We'll use simple words, easy words, and show you exactly how to pop them into full sentences. And what's great is how fast you'll pick these up, these really useful, practical phrases. Pretty soon you'll feel, ready for your next meal out, speaking English more confidently. It happens quicker than you think, really. We've got lots of clear examples, sentences you can use straight away. It's all about building up that confidence, little by little, one easy step. So, yeah, don't worry if it feels a bit new. We're here to help.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. That feeling of confidence. Yeah, it's so important. So let's begin our journey, our little adventure into ordering food. Okay, let's unpack this first big step. When you decide to go eat somewhere, maybe a restaurant or cafe, a small shop, the very first thing you usually do is look at something. It's called a menu. But what is a menu exactly? We say the word a lot, but let's be really clear, nice and slow.
A menu. Okay, it's just a list. That's all. Think of it like maybe a small book. Sometimes it's just one piece of paper. Or these days, maybe even on a screen, right? And it holds all the choices, all the yummy food and drinks. It's where you find everything you can possibly order. At a restaurant, a coffee shop, anywhere you eat out, basically. It shows you everything they have. Big meals, like dinner. Or small snacks. A sandwich, maybe. And all the drinks, too. Coffee, tea, water, soda. Everything. Because, well, before you can ask for something, you need to know what they have, right? Makes sense. So that's the job of the menu. It's your guide.
Yeah.
Like a map. Yeah. A map showing you all the tasty possibilities, all the yummy things waiting for you to choose from. It tells you the names of the dishes, like chicken salad or tomato soup. And usually it tells you the prices, too, how much it costs. And knowing the price, that's important as well, of course. So you can choose what you like and, what fits your money, your budget.
Exactly, your map to food. I really like that analogy. It's like finding buried treasure, but, the treasure is dinner. And it's good to remember to take your time looking at it. Don't feel rushed, just look carefully.
Right. So to really understand that map, that menu, we need to learn some key words, some important food words. Think of these words like a secret key. They help you unlock all the options, understand all the choices on any menu. We'll go through them nice and slow, one by one, make them super easy. And we'll give you examples, too, how to use each word in a sentence so you can start practicing right away, maybe in your head.
Yeah, this is where it gets really useful because these words, they're everywhere. You'll see them on almost any menu you pick up. Doesn't matter where you eat. Okay, let's start. Our first word. Try saying it slowly. Main course. Can you try that? Main course.
Good. Okay, so the main course. What is it? It's the biggest part of your meal. The most important dish, usually. It's the food that generally fills you up the most. And often, it's the main reason you chose that particular restaurant. Maybe they have great fish or steak. Imagine you're really hungry. The main course is that big, satisfying plate you're looking forward to. It's kind of the star of the show, the star on your plate. Main thing. Here are a couple of example sentences. Listen carefully. I'll have the chicken for my main course. See, that means the chicken is the biggest part of your meal. Or you could ask, what is today's special main course? That's asking if there's a special big meal today that's maybe not on the regular menu.
Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Main course, the star. Got it. All right, our next important word is dessert. Can you say that slowly? Dessert.
Excellent. So dessert comes after the main course, usually. If you fancy something sweet to finish your meal, that sweet food is called dessert. It could be a piece of cake, or maybe some ice cream, a slice of pie, even just some fruit sometimes. Think of it as a special treat, a sweet little ending to your lovely meal. Here are two sentences using dessert. I always save room for dessert. That means, someone makes sure they don't eat too much main course, so they still feel hungry enough for something sweet.
I do that sometimes.
Me too. Or you might ask, do you have any chocolate dessert? If you love chocolate, like me, this is how you ask if they have a sweet chocolate option available.
Dessert. Okay, moving on. Next up, a very common food item, mushroom. Try saying that. Mushroom.
Right? A mushroom. It's a type of small vegetable, often has a round top, like a little cap, and a stem underneath. Some look a bit like tiny umbrellas, maybe. They grow in the ground or sometimes on trees. And you see them a lot in cooking, on pizzas, maybe, mixed into salads or cooked in soups. Lots of people love that earthy taste. Here are 2 sentences to practice with mushroom. Do you like pizza with mushrooms? Just a simple question about what someone likes, or maybe you don't like them. You could say, I don't like mushrooms in my salad. See, tell someone clearly what you don't want.
Okay, good. Next food word. This one is pie. Say pie.
Okay, a pie. Usually a pie has a base and often a top layer made of pastry. That's called the crust. And inside, in the middle, it has a filling, something yummy. Now, pies can be sweet, like apple pie. That's a very popular dessert, right? Especially warm with ice cream. Or a pie can be savory. Savory just means not sweet. So a savory pie might have meat inside, like chicken or steak, or maybe vegetables. And a savory pie, like a chicken pie, would usually be a main course, not a dessert. Let's try 2 example sentences. My favorite is a warm apple pie with ice cream, describing a lovely dessert. Or, I think I want a meat pie for lunch today, choosing a savory pie for a main meal.
Just talking about pies is making me hungry. Okay, next word. Seafood. Can you say seafood?
Seafood. Simple. It just means food that comes from the sea or the ocean. So think about fish, any kind of fish, like salmon or cod or tuna, or other small creatures from the sea like shrimp or crabs, oysters maybe, mussels. All of those are types of seafood. So if you enjoy those fresh, salty ocean flavors, then the seafood section of the menu is where you want to look. Here are a couple of sentences to help. If you love the taste of the sea, you should try the seafood here. That's like giving advice, a recommendation. Or you could ask the server, is the seafood fresh today? That's a really good question. You want your seafood to be nice and fresh.
Definitely. Okay, next is cake. Say cake.
Cake? Well, cake is usually sweet, it's soft, it's baked. Usually made with things like flour, sugar, eggs, butter. And we often eat cake for celebrations, don't we? Birthdays, weddings,
Right.
or just, as a special sweet treat anytime. And there are so many flavors: chocolate cake, vanilla cake, carrot cake, lots. Here are some ways you might use the word cake. For my birthday, I want a big chocolate cake, expressing a wish. Or you could offer some to a friend. Would you like a piece of cake? Very polite.
And now for a really popular dish, especially in places like the US and UK, macaroni cheese. Try saying that. Macaroni cheese.
Right. Or sometimes people just say mac and cheese. It's shorter, more casual.
Yeah.
So this dish uses small tube-shaped pasta. That pasta is called macaroni. And it's mixed with lots and lots of warm, creamy, cheesy sauce. It's often called comfort food. Food that makes you feel warm and happy inside, like a big hug in a bowl. Kids often love it. Many adults too.
Oh, yes. Guilty.
Okay, example sentences. My child loves to eat macaroni cheese. Telling someone about a kid's favorite. Or, I feel like eating some macaroni cheese tonight. Saying what you want to eat.
Comfort food sounds good right now. Okay, let's switch to drinks. First one. Tea. Say tea.
Tea. Usually a hot drink, right? You make it by putting dried leaves, tea leaves, into hot water. You can drink it plain, just as it is. Or lots of people add things. Maybe milk, sugar, slice of lemon, honey. It's super, super popular all over the world. A very common drink. People might drink it in the morning or have a cup in the afternoon, like a little break. Here are some common sentences. I like a hot cup of tea in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Telling someone your habit. Or when ordering, can I have some tea, please? A very polite way to ask.
Okay, how about this one? Soda. Say soda.
Soda. Or, like we said, in the UK, you might hear fizzy drink. It's a cold drink. And it's fizzy, meaning it has bubbles, like little bubbles that pop.
Tickles your nose sometimes.
Exactly. And soda comes in lots of different flavors. Cola is very famous. Orange soda, lemon lime soda, ginger ale, many, many kinds. Here are 2 examples. Some people like a soda with their lunch, just stating a fact. Or ordering, I'll have a diet soda, please. That's asking for a soda with less sugar or no sugar.
And we can't forget the most basic drink, can we? Water. Say water.
Water. Yes, it's clear. Usually has no taste. And it's so, so important for us. Very healthy. Everyone needs water every day. You'll find it on every single menu. Everywhere. Now, often, if you ask for tap water, that's water from the faucet, the tap in the kitchen, it's usually free. But sometimes, bottled water, water in a plastic bottle, costs money. Good to know that difference. And asking for it is easy. Can I have a glass of water, please? Very common, very polite. Or if your glass is empty, I need some more water.
Okay, nearly there with the words. 2 more about making drinks sweet. First, sugar. Say sugar.
Sugar. That's sweet white stuff, right? Powder or little crystals. You add it to drinks like coffee or tea to make them taste sweet. Many people add just a little, maybe 1 spoonful or 2. Here's how you might use it. I take 1 spoon of sugar in my coffee. Tell someone exactly how much you like. Or someone making you a drink might ask, do you want sugar in your tea?
And the last word on our list today is sweetener. Say sweetener.
Okay, a sweetener. It does the same job as sugar. It makes drinks taste sweet, but usually it has fewer calories than sugar, sometimes 0 calories. So people might use a sweetener if they want less sugar, maybe for health reasons, or if they have something like diabetes. It helps make things sweet without the sugar part. 2 sentences with sweetener. I use a sweetener instead of sugar in my tea, explaining your choice. Or you could ask, do you have a low-calorie sweetener? Checking if they have that option.
Wow. That was a really fantastic tour of basic food words. Really clear. We went through them nice and slow. Main courses, lovely desserts, things like mushrooms, pies, drinks, sugar, sweetener. So these words are pretty basic, but honestly, they are so important. You will see them on almost any menu. Fancy place, casual cafe, doesn't matter. Knowing these is the first big step, isn't it? To understanding your choices. Feeling confident helps you find what you like, maybe avoid things you don't like. And just understand what you're actually ordering. It's like having a little mini dictionary in your pocket. Super useful.
It's exactly right. It really is like having that little key opens up the menu for you. So, okay, now we know some important food words. The next step is learning how to actually tell the server. Remember, that's the person taking your order, what we want to eat or drink. Learning these sentences, these phrases, it's going to make ordering much smoother. And, respectful too. Politeness is good. We want to give you a few different ways to say what you want. Because, well, the way you ask might change a little bit. Depends on the place, maybe. If it's formal or casual. Or just how polite you feel like being in that moment.
Yeah, that's a really good point. How do you choose the right words for the right time?
Sure.
Let's break down some of the most common phrases step by step again.
Okay, let's start with a really common one. I would like. Or often when people speak, they shorten it, they make it faster, they say, I'd like. Key. Can you try saying both? Slowly. I would like, and then. I'd like. Good. Now this phrase is very, very common, and it's very polite. A lovely phrase. It basically means, this is my choice, and I would be happy if you could please bring it to me. It shows good manners. It really does. This is probably the safest, most polite choice you can make for almost any situation. You really can't go wrong with, I'd like. Here's those examples again. I would like a burger, please. That's full, clear, perfectly polite. Or a little quicker. I'd like a glass of juice. Still very polite. They mean exactly the same thing. And you can use it for anything. I'd like the chicken main course. I'd like the apple pie for dessert, please. Works every time.
Okay, very useful. Our next phrase is, I will have. Or the shorter form, which you hear a lot when people speak, I'll have. Try saying those. Slowly, I will have, and then.
All right, so I will have or I'll have. It means something like, okay, I've decided. I choose this now. Please bring me this. It's also very polite and very clear, just like I would like. Honestly, these two phrases, I would like and I will have, you can use them almost anywhere. They're always good, respectful choices. It's a clear way to state your decision. Here's some examples. I will have the fish. Simple means I choose the fish. Or shorter, I'll have the soup. Direct, but still very courteous. You could also say, for my main course, I'll have the steak. Or maybe I'll have a cup of tea, please. Still polite, still perfectly clear.
Okay.
Now, gonna, G-O-N-N-A, it's just a short, casual way of saying going to, going. So I'm gonna have really means I am going to have, going. This way sounds a bit more friendly, more relaxed than I will have. It's definitely more casual, more informal. So you might hear it more often in just everyday chats with friends. Or maybe in a really casual place like a fast food restaurant or a very relaxed cafe. It sounds less formal. But people will understand you perfectly well. You might hear someone say, I'm going to have the pasta today. Totally fine in a casual place. It's good to know this one exists, especially for informal spots. But I would probably say stick with I'd like or I'll have. They're generally safer, more versatile maybe, if you're ever unsure about how formal the place is. But you could definitely say, I'm going to have a soda with my burger if you feel the place is relaxed and friendly.
Good tip. Okay, let's move to phrases for asking for things. Requests. First up, can I have? Say that. Can I have?
Yes. Can I have? Very, very common way to ask for something directly. It's polite enough, it's simple, easy to remember, and you can use it for ordering food and drinks, sure, but also for other things you might need at the table, like maybe you need another napkin or a fork. Here's some examples. Can I have the menu, please, if they didn't give you one? Can I have an extra napkin if you need another one? And yes, for ordering food too. Can I have the macaroni cheese? Works perfectly well. It's clear and polite.
Okay. Now, if you want to sound a little bit more polite than can I have, OU, you can use could I have. OO. Try saying that. Could I have?
Right. Could I have? This phrase using could instead of can just sounds a tick softer, a bit more gentle. It shows a little extra respect when you ask for something. And it's especially good if you're asking for something slightly unusual, maybe something not obviously on the menu. Or if you just want to be extra courteous. It sounds a tiny bit more humble, perhaps. You could say, could I have some more water, please? Maybe if your glass is empty and the server looks busy. Or could I have a different spoon, please? If yours is maybe dirty or fell on the floor, it's a very nice, extra polite phrase to use.
Good to know. And finally, the last one in this group, may I have?
Say, may I have? Okay, may I have? This one is generally seen as the most formal, the most polite way to ask. You'd probably use this when you want to be really, really respectful. Maybe you're in a very fancy, expensive restaurant, or speaking to someone important, maybe someone you don't know well. It definitely shows the highest level of politeness. It's much less common in just everyday casual ordering. But there's one situation where it's actually very common. Asking for the bill. You often hear, may I have the bill, please? When you're finished eating and ready to pay, the bill or the check means the paper showing how much money you owe. That's a standard, polite way to ask. Or maybe when you first sit down, if you need more time. May I have a moment to look at the menu? That works too.
Wow. Okay. That is definitely a whole toolkit, a box full of useful sentences. That's fantastic. And here's why this is so helpful for you, the listener, because now you have lots of great ways to ask for what you want. Isn't that good? You can choose from friendly, relaxed options like I'm going to have, all the way up to the super polite ones like could I have or may I have.
Oh,
Knowing all these different options, it gives you flexibility, it gives you confidence in any place you might eat. It really does. You can pick the perfect phrase for that moment, for that restaurant, for the person you're talking to, and that's a wonderful skill. It shows you understand how English changes in different situations.
Exactly. It shows real understanding. Okay, so now, let's see how all these words and sentences actually come together, how they work in real conversations. We've got 3 examples for you, 3 little dialogues. Think of them like mini plays, short stories, where you can hear people actually ordering food. We'll listen to how the server talks, the person working there, and how the customer, the person eating, answers back. We'll break down each conversation line by line, nice and slow again, so you can really understand what's going on, each step. This way, you see how it all fits, the flow, the back and forth of talking.
Yeah, this is where all that vocabulary, all those phrases we just learned, they're going to start making real sense in a natural way. So listen carefully. Pay attention to how people speak. Let's start with our first one. Dialogue 1. At a coffee place. So picture this. You're in a busy cafe. Maybe there's a queue, a line of people, and you're waiting to order your coffee, maybe a cake or something.
Next, please. What would you like?
Okay, see that. Next, please. The worker is calling the next person in line. That's you. It tells you it's your turn. Then they ask straight away what you want, using that polite phrase, what would you like? Very standard.
Can I have a burger, please?
So the customer, Andy, uses can I have to order her first thing. It's polite. It's clear. She wants a burger. Simple.
A cheeseburger or double cheeseburger?
Ah, okay. An important question here. The worker needs more info because they have 2 types of burger. They need to know exactly which one Andy wants to get the order right. This kind of question, asking for more detail, is very common.
Double cheeseburger, please.
Good, nice, clear answer. Andy specifies which one she wants, politely. Now the worker knows exactly what to make.
Anything else?
You'll hear this question all the time. Anything else? It just means, do you want to order more things, more food, more drinks? Gives you a chance to add more to your order if you want. It's the worker making sure you got everything before they move on.
Yeah, I'd like some banana cake.
Okay. Andy says, yeah, which is just a casual way to say yes, like yep or sure. Then she uses that nice polite phrase, I'd like, for her second item. The banana cake, a dessert, shows she wasn't finished ordering. She wanted something sweet too.
Would you like a drink?
Another very common check. The worker wants to make sure Andy has everything for a complete meal. Food and drink.
Yes, can I have an apple juice, please?
So Andy first says yes, confirming she does want a drink. Then she uses can I have, again for the specific drink she wants, apple juice. Another clear, polite request.
Okay, so that's 1 double cheeseburger, 1 banana cake, and an apple juice. What's your table number?
Now listen to this part carefully. Repeating the order back, that's super helpful. It makes absolutely sure the worker understood everything correctly. No mistakes. Then the worker asks for the table number. Why? While in some cafes, you order first, pay, then sit down. They bring the food to your table. The number helps them find you.
Table 3, how much is that?
Simple. Andy gives her table number, table 3, and then the important question, how much is that? That's how you ask for the price, the total cost of everything you ordered.
That's £8.37, please.
The worker tells her the total cost, clearly. That simple rep, that means British pounds, the money they use in the UK.
Here you are.
And this phrase, here you are, or sometimes, here you go. That's what you usually say when you give them money or your bank card. To pay just shows you're handing over the payment.
Okay, that was a great first dialogue. Really clear. So what does this mean for you listening? Well, this example showed the whole thing, didn't it? Start to finish. Ordering different things, answering those clarifying questions like about the burger, asking the price, paying. It's the complete process. You can really see how those phrases and words we learn just fit right in, naturally. Helps you get what you want, smoothly, politely. That felt very real, didn't it?
Yes, a very typical coffee shop chat. Okay, let's move to dialogue 2. At a restaurant, this one might show us how to be a bit more specific and maybe how to ask for something that isn't, directly offered.
Hello, sir. I'm Mandy, and I'll be your server today. Would you like to see the menu, or are you ready to order?
Okay, so the server, remember, is the person who takes your order and brings food in a restaurant. Mandy greets the customer, introduces herself, I'm Mandy, and asks if he wants the menu or if he's ready. Very common, helpful way for a server to begin at your table.
Hi, Mandy. Thanks, but I already know what I want. I'll have a hamburger with fries and a soda, please.
Right? Ellen uses, I'll have. That clear phrase we learned. He's ready. He knows what he wants. No need for the menu this time. And he lists 3 things. Hamburger, fries, those potato things, and a soda.
Great choice. Would you like cheese or bacon on your burger?
Another clarifying question. Just like in the cafe, Mandy is asking about extra toppings, additions for the burger. Cheese and bacon are very common things to add to burgers. She wants to make it perfect for Alan.
Yes, please add cheese, no bacon.
See how specific Alan is? Yes, for cheese. He wants that. But a clear no for bacon. He doesn't want that. This is great. Be precise. Say exactly what you want and what you don't want. Don't be shy.
Got it. Would you like any sauces on the side? We have ketchup, mustard, mayo, and barbecue sauce.
Okay, got it. That just means I understand. Friendly and casual. Then she asks about sauces and uses that phrase on the side. Remember that? On the side means the sauce comes separately in a little pot, not on the food, so you can add it yourself. As much or as little as you like. And Mandy lists some common sauces. Ketchup, mustard, mayo, mayonnaise, barbecue.
No sauces, thanks. But could you bring me some olive oil?
Okay, this is interesting. First, he politely says no to the sauces. No sauces, thanks. But then he uses that extra polite phrase, could you bring me? He's asking for something specific. Olive oil. Maybe it wasn't offered or isn't usually with a burger. This shows you can politely ask for something extra or different.
Sure, no problem. Would you like anything else? Salt, pepper, or extra napkins?
Sure, no problem. That means, yes, I can do that easily. Very helpful. Then Mandy just checks if he needs other common things for the table. Salt, pepper for taste, extra napkins. Just making sure he has everything he needs.
No, that'll be all for now. Thank you.
No, that'll be all. Or,
Yeah.
That's all for now. This tells Mandy he doesn't need anything else right now. He's finished ordering, lets her know she can go and get the food started. Polite way to end the order.
All right. I'll bring your order in just a few minutes. Enjoy your meal.
All right. Again means okay. Hurrah. Mandy confirms the food will come soon, in just a few minutes, and wishes him a good meal. Enjoy your meal. Very standard, closing from a server.
That was another super helpful one. Really good example. It shows how much detail you can sometimes go into, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Getting things exactly how you like them. Saying yes, saying no clearly. And even asking for something a bit different, like the olive oil, using that polite could you phrase. It really just comes down to communicating clearly and politely, using those phrases we talked about.
Exactly. Clear and polite. That's the key. Okay, let's do our last example. Dialogue 3. Another restaurant example. This one introduces another really, really useful phrase for when you have leftover food.
Good afternoon, miss. Welcome. Can I take your order?
Okay, Peter greets the customer, Ava. He uses miss, polite for a woman, and asks directly, can I take your order? Very standard opening.
Hi. Yes, I'd like a turkey burger with fries and a chocolate milkshake, please.
Ava uses that great phrase, I'd like. Nice and polite. She knows what she wants. A turkey burger, made from turkey, not beef, fries, and a chocolate milkshake, that cold, sweet, thick drink.
Great choice. Would you like anything on your burger? Like lettuce, tomato, or cheese?
Just like Mandy before, Peter asks about toppings, additions, ingredients. To customize the burger for Ava, make it just right for her, he lists common ones. Lettuce, green leaves, tomato, red fruit vegetable, and cheese.
Just cheese, please, no tomato.
Very clear again. Just cheese means only cheese from Peter's list. Not the lettuce, not the tomato. Only cheese. And she adds, no tomato, just to be extra sure. Maybe she really dislikes tomatoes. Being clear like this helps everyone. Server, kitchen, you.
All right, 1 turkey burger with cheese fries and a chocolate milkshake. Coming right up.
All right, means, oh, okay, I understand. Peter repeats the whole order back, confirms everything one last time, good for accuracy, and coming right up. That positive phrase meaning the food will be ready very soon. Encouraging. Okay, imagine a few minutes pass. Peter brings the food, he puts it on the table and says,
Here you go, enjoy your meal.
here you go. That simple phrase when placing food down, like presenting it. Then the kind wish, enjoy your meal. Standard politeness.
Thanks. Oh, can you pack the fries to go, please?
Here it is. The special phrase for this dialogue. Ava uses the super useful phrase, pack to go. What does it mean? It means she has food left over, the fries in this case, and she wants them put in a container, a bag, or a box so she can take them home. Perfect for leftovers. Maybe she's full, but the fries were too good to waste. Asking to pack something to go is very, very common.
Yes, of course. I'll pack them for you right away.
Yes, of course. That means yes, absolutely. I can definitely do that. Happy to.
Yeah.
And right away means immediately. Very soon. Peter is happy to help Ava take her leftover fries home. Most restaurants are fine with this.
Okay, this dialogue brought up that really practical phrase, pack to go. Let's just talk about that one a bit more, slowly, because it's so useful. Pack to go. It's perfect for when you have leftover food, maybe some of your main course, maybe some fries, like Ava, half a dessert, and you want to take it home, enjoy it later. Maybe you're full now, but the food's too good to leave. Don't be shy. It's okay to ask. You might hear people say slightly different things, like, can I get this to go? Or could you wrap this up for me? Or can you pack this to go? They all mean the same thing. You want to take your leftover food home in a container, and now you know exactly how to ask for it yourself. These dialogues, all three, they really show how ordering can be quite smooth, quite easy. When you have the right words, the right phrases, they give you a real taste, don't they, of how people actually talk in restaurants and cafes.
They really do. Okay, so now it's your turn. Time for a little practice. Right now, it's your turn to think a little. Do some practice just in your head. We have some questions here in our guide. They're designed to help you use the words and sentences we just learned. We're going to ask you to just think about these questions. Try to form an answer in your mind like you were talking to someone. And don't just think yes or no, okay? Try to make a full sentence. Use those phrases like I would like, or I'll have, or maybe I prefer.
Yeah, this is important. How would you actually say the answer out loud? Using phrases like I would like or I prefer. So instead of just thinking yes, pizza, try to practice the full thought. Like, yes, I do like to eat out sometimes. When I eat pizza, I usually have mushrooms on it. Something like that. Don't just think the answer. Practice how you would say it, using the language from today in a complete sentence. That sounds natural. This is really the best way to make these new words and phrases feel like your own. So think carefully. Maybe even try saying the sentences out loud later. It really does help.
Okay, ready. Here's the first question for you to think about. Do you like to eat out? So what does this mean? Do you enjoy eating in restaurants? Or cafes? Away from home? Maybe think why, or why not. Where do you like to go? For example, you might think to yourself, yes, I like to eat out sometimes. I especially like Italian restaurants. Or maybe, no, I prefer eating at home.
Okay, next question for you to think about. Do you prefer to order in or eat out?
Remember, order in. That means food delivered to your home. You eat it there. Eat out means going to the restaurant. Which do you like more? The comfort of home or the experience of being out? You could think something like, I think I prefer to order in because it's so easy after a long day. Or maybe, I prefer to eat out on weekends. I like the atmosphere, you know.
Okay, now a more specific one. What is your favorite place to eat? What do you usually order there?
Think of one specific restaurant or cafe that you really love. What's its name? And what food do you usually get when you go? Try to use some of our vocabulary words if you can. Seafood, pie, cake, for example, you might think. My favorite place is called the Corner Cafe. I usually order their seafood pasta, and I have a cup of tea.
Okay, here's one about eating habits. Are you a picky eater?
What does picky eater mean again? It's someone who doesn't like lots of different foods. Maybe they don't like trying new things much. Are you like that? Or do you like trying most foods? You could think, yes, I am a bit picky. I don't like mushrooms or seafood. Or maybe, no, I'm not picky at all. I love trying new dishes.
This next one is very important. For safety reasons, do you have any food allergy?
Remember, a food allergy means a specific food makes you feel sick, sometimes very, very sick, like nuts or milk, seafood, eggs, wheat. It's really, really important to tell your server about any allergies when you order for your safety. So you might think, yes, I have a serious nut allergy. Very important to say. Or hopefully, no, I do not have any food allergies.
Okay, thinking back to our drink words, how do you prefer your coffee? Sugar or sweetener?
When you drink coffee, how do you like it? Sweet, not sweet. Do you add sugar? A sweetener, milk, or just black, you could think. I prefer my coffee with 1 sugar and some milk. Or maybe I use a sweetener in my coffee. Or simply, I like my coffee black, no sugar.
And let's do a fun one to finish the practice. How would a perfect sandwich be?
Imagine, you can create your dream sandwich. Perfect, just for you. What would be in it? What ingredients? What kind of bread? Meat, cheese, vegetables. Try to describe it. Use some words we learned today. Lettuce, tomato, cheese. This is great practice using lots of food words together. You might think, my perfect sandwich. It would have warm chicken, yes. Some cheese. Definitely lettuce. But no tomato, please. On whole wheat bread. See?
You're describing
Using full sentences. That's great practice.
Absolutely. We have covered so much ground today, really, from understanding menus, learning all those key food words, to using those polite phrases for asking for your food, and even seeing how real conversations happen with those dialogues. Wow, you really do have a solid foundation now, a strong base for ordering food in English. So what does it all mean? Well, I think it means you're ready. You're ready to give it a try.
That's exactly right. You're ready to try it yourself. You've got the tools now. You've got the words, the phrases, and hopefully you feel a bit more confident now. Ready to order your next meal with more ease. Remember though, like learning anything new, practice makes better. It really does. The more you think about these words and phrases, and definitely the more you try to use them in real situations, the easier they'll become, more natural. Please don't be afraid to try them out next time you're in a coffee shop or a restaurant. Even if you just start small, really simple requests like, can I have a water, please? That's a great start. Just slowly build up that confidence. Everyone starts somewhere, right? Learning a language is a journey, and you've taken a really important, really practical step on that journey today.
That's so well said. So, for your final thought today, your takeaway, we want you to really imagine your very next meal out. Picture it. Think about that perfect sandwich you just designed, or maybe some seafood you want to try, or just your usual coffee. Now, what is one specific thing you would order? And, importantly, what is the exact sentence you would use to ask for it? Using what you learned today, think about the politeness level. Think about the vocabulary words and that full phrase like, I'd like or can I have?
Yes, keep those phrases ready in your mind. Maybe practice them quietly. Or say them out loud when you're alone. Keep them ready. On your tongue, as they say. Ready for your next delicious meal. We really, really hope you feel more confident now. Ready to order with ease. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into ordering food.